Hello and welcome to PocketWatchMan, and it's about time for another episode of IO. Let's continue the A Prime, right? Right? A Prime? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, this is the A Prime road. So let's continue with this. Let's see where this is going. Are we going to find Sakura or not? And what Mutsuki is hiding? Is she going to share her secret with us? We'll see. It's morning. When I entered the living room the next morning, Mutsuki is already awake. She's been waking up earlier each day as that's a sign that she's adopting the real world. Also, you actually heard that in the dialogue before. I didn't like pay attention to what I hear probably, but when like Mutsuki was talking to Nago, when she was saying like you know who, she said One-sama. That's actually a very interesting catch. I haven't like actually heard. Huh. She's been waking up earlier each day. Is it a sign she's adopting the real world?
なあ、おはよう、ムツキ。
What I can say anymore, Muski brings her face closer.
お兄ちゃん、外行かない？
Okay. Sure.
どうした？
できたらここじゃないところで話がしたいから。
Somewhere that's not here, okay. Maybe whatever secret she has is related to the house, basically, like missing person, someone's dead, and she doesn't want memories to put.
そうか。
Having seen that room in shambles yesterday, I can agree with her there. Don't tell me if Muski also knew about the room for a
そ
while.
うだな。
Also, yeah,
Yeah.
that. I tried to say something, but Muski covers my mouth with her soft hand. She shakes her head with a serious look in her eyes. Okay, serious talk. Is she saying I don't need to say anymore? When I think about that, she gives me a feeling nod. Muski really can read me like a book. With that, we could make preparations to go outside. Okay. And we are here where the bunnies run amok, basically. You think about that. Muski and I are sitting side by side, the bench in the park. The weather is good today as well. This might be the best time of the year to be outside, actually.
何から話したらいいのかな？
So, you mentioned in the comments that IO have like per se and like three endings, I think, right? You said like the end, not like road end. So are all of them like in the road E? Is that like E prime? I guess like I will find this out later. Or maybe like each ending of each road is like actually the end of the story of the particular timeline, basically. So each ending is like what if scenario, and there's like no two ending. I'll probably like read and just figure it out later, but I'm just curious. For now, it seems like it, but I can say because after we do A prime and B prime, there's high possibility that we're going to have something like E prime or something, and that's going to be like a true ending or something. There's possibility of that as well. Okay, never mind. We would like to start from the beginning. And that said, when I think about the conversation we're going to have, I find myself unable to enjoy the season. The wind blows between
ムツキ
us.
が話しやすいところからでいいよ。僕は知らないことが多すぎるから。
Uh-huh. So what do I don't know? Something about bunnies probably.
そうか。
Mostly hangs her head and bites her lip. She makes little attempts to open her mouth. Well, whatever, good time. Just wait for her to come out and talk on her own.
お兄ちゃん、
Okay.
ん？
Just as Mutki begins to talk, a small shadow jumps out from behind the trees. It's an animal with the long ears and orange eyes. Of course another bunny escaped. God damn it.
ウサギ？
The music just suddenly shifts to the serious one. Rabbits are serious business in the game. And it's just like a rabbit that was run over 2 days ago. No way. All rabbits look similar. It's surely just my imagination. Fun fact, my uncle used to have rabbits. A girl chases after a rabbit. Isn't it the same girl who owned Mr. Bunny? Then is this rabbit her sibling or something? Okay, you are loud as hell. I hate when games have just like, you know, one. Like, I can't make it between here. Like, this is all I can do with audio. That's all with what we used to have because this is how all episodes were recorded, but this is loud. Also, didn't she? I mean, it might be just coincidence, or they just use the same voice actor, because why not? Voice actors. Isn't it the same voice that was saying the news about the moon in the beginning of Hinata Road? Is it also like kinda like annoyingly high pitched? It's probably just the same voice actors or something, but yeah, it means nothing but whatever. Helped me the other day, yeah.
こんにちは。
こんにちは。元気だった？いっぱい元気。
このウサギ。
I gently searched out my left hand on the head of the rabbit. The soft texture of its fur feels more or less exactly the same as the rabbit from the other day, but it's definitely alive. Okay.
お兄ちゃんいいな。
ムツキも撫でてみればいい。
いいのかな？いいのかな？いいよ。
The girl on the rabbit seems to trust Mutsuki. I want to confirm the truth, so I decide to head to the rabbit's grave. Okay, so you want to be sure that this rabbit did not resurrected. So, okay, yeah, if this rabbit resurrected, that would be crazy. That would mean like this is not real. Probably, yeah. I don't think it resurrected. It's just rabbit. All rabbits look the same, right? I mean, not the same, but he said like all more or less look the same. So it could be the same like batch of rabbits or something. In a way, this was the surprising find. The grave had been dug up. Oh! And the gravestone also been tossed aside. I had my left hand above the hole. Stones, dirt, plants, roots, small insects. The body really is gone. Wait, what? How? Did it go backwards in time? Just like I did in the time? Backward in time when only your basically consciousness is, in a sense, like your data of key. Not really like your body just like moved back in time. What the hell? So, A Prime is fake. It seems like there's no way. Like, okay, this is still not proving that Rabbit resurrected. Okay, someone just dig up the body. Like someone's like dog at the park would like sniff it out and dig it up, and some like person just saw it and just like took it away somewhere, like to dispose it or something. I don't know. To dispose the body, I don't know. But yeah, it's still not proving like it's resurrected or anything. Right. I look at the stone on the side of it. Mr. Bunny is written on it, meaning this is unmistakably the grave we made for the rabbit that could run over.
まさか。
There's a trail of dents in the ditch starting from the grave. Those appear to be a rabbit's footprints. Wait. It dug out itself and... What? I go back to where Muski and the girl are.
ねえねえ、このウサギ、あの時のウサタンだよね。
That's a zombie! The girl knows while smiling quietly.
でもあの時のウサタンは
Died, right? Yeah, he should be dead. Okay, what the fuck is happening?
昨日ウサタンのお墓にお花をお供えしに行ったの。そしたら
girl I'd never seen before.
え
At that moment, it felt like I heard the sound of bass bringing me to action. That makes, if that makes any sense. Sakuya?
どんな感じの
I think it's Sakuya, right? I don't remember, like, how bad her type was. The girl grabs both sides of her hair and stretches them out, making them look like a rabbit ears. It's very similar to Sakuya's traditional hairstyle. Okay, Sakuya can revive rabbits, apparently.
それでお目目は黄色っぽくて髪の毛はこのくらい
Yeah. The girl points to a little bit below her shoulders, also is a trademark of Sakuya's. That's definitely Sakuya. I'm pretty sure the girl met Sakuya earlier, but it seems she'd forgotten about it. Funny that when it's still funny that when I read Sakuya while reading Aoi, I still think of Rewrite. Like, Sakuya name is just residing in my mind as the Sakuya from Rewrite.
そんなことよりそれでウサタンはどうしたの
It seems Mutsuki is more curious about the other part.
そのお姉さんにねウサタンが死んじゃったって言ったら
Okay.
それでそしたら近くにいた黒い服の人に呼ばれてそのお姉さんは黒くて長い車でどこかに行っちゃったんだバイバイ元気でねって言って
Hasn't that clothes cold for her? She has this really long black hair and they went away somewhere. Only person in car that we know so far is Annie, okay? Just saying. Okay, so let's assume that Sakuya is like working with Enlil for whatever reasons. I'm so confused. Let me museum, was Sakuya abducted? No, it seems like she knew the person. Or was that her personal escort?
それでねお姉さんにバイバイってして振り向いたらお墓がモコモコ
That's so creepy.
それってやっぱり生き返ったっ
What
て
the
ことな
fuck?
の？そうだよ。
Sakuya brought the rabbit back from the dead. Why? How? And why was Sakuya in a place like this? The dead rabbit, the resurrected rabbit, half dead and half alive, half bunnies on the moon, huh? She slipped through her fingers and began to run towards freedom.
バイバイお兄ちゃんおね気をつけて帰るんだよ。
As if we see of the girl holding the rabbit in the arms, I suddenly remember something.
ナナがいない。
Okay.
ずっと大事に育ててたナナがいないの。
Okay. So that was the bunny that died, and he replaced the bunny with the Fluffy, right?
ナナってウサギのナ
Yeah.
ナ。私のたった一人の。
I vaguely remember that.
ありがとうございました。
Yeah.
これやるから
And we got the bunny.
もう泣くなよ。怖い時、寂しい時、辛い時はこれを僕だと思ってギュッと抱いてればいい。
このウサギはナナでいなった。
And you, yeah, just like he basically did the same to Mutsuki, like squeeze the bunny and think of me and stuff.
ひなたは友達でどこへも行かない。
ああ、そういうことだ。
Well, he kinda did, like that.
お兄ちゃん携帯鳴ってる。
Uh-huh. That sounds on her voice bringing back to reality.
あ、もしもしなんだ
Hey, Yaoi,
先生
what's up? Yeah, we just heard that too.
え
Yes, okay. She was there, does that mean that we missed each other? we hadn't gone to Nergal's shop afterwards and just stayed
すぐ
there.
に行きます。ムツキ、学校に行くぞ。
さくやちゃん戻ってきたの？
Okay.
わからない。でも学校の屋上にいたらしいんだ。
それって
Yeah, we kind of missed her.
ああ、来たか。
I was gonna say he's waiting on the roof already smoking a cigarette.
先生、昨夜は。
目撃されたのは昨日のことだ。それはともかくちょっとこっちへ来て
What's
くれ。
up?
まあ、これは一体。
Oh yeah, you were like supposed to like check if the clovers are like weird or something. Like I don't know about clovers. What is this? Clovers are really shiny
たった
green.
一日で見違えたようだろ。私も何があったのかと
Oh.
驚くしかなかった。
Oh, the plants started growing when they were like withered. Why is suddenly Sakuya having healing powers that gives like life to things? Okay, it must be cyberspace at this point. Or at least like, you know, the overlap. What is happening? It's as if it went backwards in time.
うちの教育支援員が
Or that, sure, why
階段
not?
を降りて後ろ姿を見たって言うんだ。ウサギの耳みたいに。
お兄ちゃん、
これもやっぱり。
さくやちゃんが？
ふん、これもということは他にも似たようなことがあったのか？
Musky gives me a glance that says, what should we do? I don't think we should hide information now. I'm really sick of that. Also, we still, like, got nothing out of Musky. Like, this whole situation just stopped Musky from telling us what she know. Ah, god damn it.
はい、実は。
If I do tell you, I sensei, that implausible story about hiding the identity. Okay, sorry, cut to cut. What was I? I decided to tell you, sensei, yeah, okay, I had this. Shh, as short as possible so we don't have to talk. Yeah, okay.
なるほどね。だったら死んだと思い込んだだけで気絶していたということになる。
That's similar, like, if you're like consciousness being convinced that something happened, that would be very similar to what was happening in the Road 8. Also, why is... Oh no. Oh no, even Michael...
Okay, I'm very sorry, everyone. I realized way too far into the episodes that I had wrong microphone. So there's like 17 minutes of you barely hearing me. With terrible audio. Great. Because I had microphone from some other device that is like somewhere out there. Okay, so I don't know what I will do here, to be honest. Yet. Either I will mute myself and do some kind of voiceover, maybe? I don't know, it takes a lot of time. Or maybe you will like suffer for 17 minutes. God damn it. Okay, I will just continue reading. I don't know what to do. I have literally no idea what to do now. Usually when like stuff like this happened, I was like doing like a voiceover basically, so I was like recording the same thing again while watching the episode and just talking about what I was talking about. Maybe that's what I will do, but in these cases I usually just didn't record that audio, and that was easier. Now there's my audio on it, so I probably would have to... I can't just mute the audio just to know. I have to know what I was talking about. Okay, I don't know. I will... Maybe I will just leave it like it is. So if I just left it, I'm sorry. 17 minutes of like terrible audio. Like Umineko, like, the ending of Umineko episode 4 is way more massacred because I had no idea how to deal with music back in the day. That episode is totally massacred. It's really hard to watch or like listen to. I'm so if any of you saw it, that's like I think like 3 hours of like total mess. And sadly, that sucked. God damn it. Anyway, let me just continue. Ah.
飼い主が実際に墓から出てきたと言ってますし、この腕のセンサーで調べたんです。ひどい損傷で確実に即死でした。それに土の下に埋めて丸1日後に蘇生するのは通常の仮死状態では考えられないでしょ。
別のウサギという可能性もあるんじゃない？
それは
The DNA pattern matched. Aside from being one the same, the only other possibilities are that they were identical twins or clones. Send that information is downloaded into my brain.
どうした愛犬？
ヒーが
なんだって？
ヒーがおそらく同じウサギだと言ってます。ゲノムの情報から言って。
そう。
Pretty much, yeah.
君はま
Oh, they didn't knew. Also, Mutsuki didn't knew. She was surprised.
以前ほど完全なリンクじゃありません。
Yeah.
ヒーが情報を教えてくれる。
そうなのか？
Like, his data just like exists somewhere there. Like, his consciousness. Mutsuki is dotting. Interesting.
まあいい。今はそれをとやかく言う時ではなかろう。ともかくそのウサギを昨夜らしい女の子が蘇らせたと。このクローバーと同じように。
そういうことになるんでしょうね。
でも咲夜ちゃんどうしてそう？
Yeah, my question exactly. It's just leveled up as the healer or something? Did she change the class? It's like she's a witch, like Jesus Christ, performing miracles here and there.
考えてもわからないことは考えてもしようがない。私はそれより彼女の出現の前後に現れた黒服の男の方が気になる。
Black suited man who appeared before and after she did. Are you sure it was a man though? Like I said, the only person with the car I know is Enlil, but who knows?
こっちにも来てたんですか？
ああ、あれはエクサー
Exactly more.
実際この
Okay, Enlil would not be in Exactly more.
出ているわけで理事長も役員なわけだし。
そうか。どうしてそんなことに今まで気づかなかったんだ。
お兄ちゃん
以前からおかしいとは思っていた。教科学院に IC が多すぎる。同年代の平均値から考えればありえない人数が集まる。
それが偶然じゃないとしたら
エクサークは何か目的があって IC を集めた。そして教科学園はその目的のための実験場。
Okay. I mean, they did experiment on Isaiah, right? Before. So they gathered ICs to continue their experiments, I assume. So, yeah, okay. Babylon was like the outside thing of things.
川原のおじさんはエクサークで働いている。そして
ナブー自身は知っているかどうかはわからないが、昨夜は何らかの目的のためにエクサークに利用され。
I mean, it's... I don't know if confining is a good way of saying this, because it seems like she's free to walk around. I mean, maybe she's like constantly monitored and she cannot really escape. But she can just walk, I guess. So I don't know if that actually it kinda counts as confining. If they like monitoring her moves and stuff. Yeah. Sakuya is being used in Exarch's experiments. Sakuya, who is compassionate and was so good to a jerk like me.
昨夜が望んでエクサークに協力しているとは思えない。だったら僕は昨夜を救い出す。
The more I think about the first 17 minutes of this episode and how to deal with this, I'm still thinking about doing the voiceover. But I don't know how to record only... Actually, wait. I can just mute. Maybe I can? Okay, I will think this outside. We'll see. I'm going to save her.
お兄ちゃん、
ムツキはどうして火の力を使わないのかって言ったよね。僕は火がその力が怖かった。僕が僕でなくなる、そんな気がして
Yeah.
恐れていた。でももう惑わない。火の力すべてを借りてでも昨夜を回復。
Okay.
火の
Can you use his power though now in current state? He is linked to you, but that's like just a part of him. It seems. Sensei looks at me as if I were a different person.
お兄ちゃん、本当にいいの？
ムツキ、
お兄ちゃんは咲夜ちゃんのために
Okay.
何もかもをかけることができる。
You want to save her or not? You are giving me mixed signals, Mutsuki. You're really giving me mixed signals recently about Sakuya. She says that this in an oddly cold and stiff voice. Why is she suddenly asking me this? But my answer is already
どんな
obvious.
ことをしても何があっても僕は昨夜を取り戻す。
Okay.
そう。なら、私のお兄ちゃんに本当
Okay.
のことを話す。今までどうしても言えなか
We're
った
ready for whatever it is, right?
私たちの真実を。
Or we are not ready. The truth about us. Just what is... Just then Yao-sensei smashed her apparently empty box of cigarettes. Oh, Yao know something.
ちょっと私はヤニの補給でもしてくるわ。
Oh, she's just going to leave them alone. Oh. Oh, I think like she expects something that Mutsuki wants to tell us.
先生、
And she knows it's going to be impactful.
心配しないで。私はそんな野暮じゃないからさ。
Okay, maybe she actually doesn't know. Never mind.
いやよい、
Maybe she knows. Anyway,
クリ
ごめんね。
she leaves.
は
Okay.
い、じゃあ私はその後クローバーの調査にでも戻るとしましょうか。
Yeah, we're still waiting for your like examination scores, I would say. How do you call the results? Yeah, okay. When Sakura Sensei leaves, the surrounding feels like they've gotten much colder. Probably because when it comes to the basal body temperature, each person has a senseis as high, while mine is low. What about Mutsuki? To me, Mutsuki is elusive as the transparent jellyfish flowing with the waves. My flesh and blood related sister.
なあムツキ、お前の言う僕たちの真実って
Uh-huh.
うん。
Come on, drop it on us. What is going to be? Is it going to be some confirmation on some theories, or it's going to just mess up everything? Mutsuki shifts her gaze from me to the setting sun. Is it my imagination, or does her face illuminated by light? Or does her face, illuminated by its light, look like it's holding back some sort of sadness?
私たちの秘密。それは私とお兄ちゃんが一卵性双生児だってこと。だから遺伝子的にもほぼ 100% 同じ存在。
Interesting. Okay. I would not thought about that.
え、ちょっと待って。だって
Like we knew they are twins, right? But like almost like exactly the same. How is that so? Also, she have like white hair and the red eyes. Twins of the different genders have different sex chromosomes by definition, so they can only be fraternal. That's common knowledge to anyone who's taken high school science.
普通はそうなんだけどね。受精の時、不完全な Y 染色体のフラグメント、つまり断片が紛れ込んだの。
Okay, we're back to genetics, I guess.
それって。
私はそれが活性化しなかったから女になり、お兄ちゃんは活性化したから男になった。その差があるだけで、
Oh,
私たち
wow.
も
Okay.
ともと同じ人間だった。
I'm curious if that can actually happen in real life. I'm actually curious. Is that possible? Or this is just something that IO just made up? I think it's just something IO made up. But this like basically fits the theme that is like happening recently as well in IO, that it's like half visible and half not. Like they're both halves of the same. Or something like that. Okay, maybe I'm just starting to think too much. Anyway, I recall the structure of the division of the living creatures' DNA. It's true that a sudden mutation can occur that isn't 100% accurate copy of the genes.
でもそれは今回の事件とどう関係がある？
Moskitan explains that to me. Papa became obsessed in his research for our sakes. Moski words feels like they're soaking right into my heart instead of me actually hearing them. It's like, oh my god. Is like Sakuya like a clone of Mutsuki or something? For our sakes, in other words, I can feel sweat on my right arm. I'm scared of hearing her next words.
私たちには生殖能力がない。
Oh!
青い家は私たちの
That's also new info.
子孫は生まれない。
Okay.
まさか
That's also new.
だからパパは遺伝子の配列をナノマシンで操作して
Okay. Arrangement of genes with nanomachines. And try to repair us from the molecular level.
僕たちのため。
The four-leaf clover included in that letter. Was like the clovers like his like test subjects basically? Like he was like working with nanomachines on plants in order to fix his case basically? Wait, what? So is Sakuya like... So was Sakuya like maybe shot or something during the escape? But she survived because of the nanomachines and now she can like use them to heal others? What? In other words, this is what Mom meant when she said it was for our sakes. Okay. But why does Mutsuki know about Dad's work? Mutsuki then reads my expression and immediately answers.
パパの部屋にあった書類をこっそり
Okay.
読んだの。ショックだった。まさかって思った。
Yeah, that's totally new info.
だなんて思えないでしょ。だから私はパパが私たちのことを心配してるのは知ってたの。でもそれが成功するなんて信じられなかった。
まさか。
わかるでしょ。
まさかそれでお前は相手が出雲でもいいと思ったのか？
つかちゃん、司は私たちとは違うけれど、肉体は女だけど脳は男。
Sure.
私の心の痛みを分かってくれた。そんな司だからこそ私は惹かれたんだと思う。
そんな。
In an attempt to find a way to argue against her point, I looked at Mutsuki's emotionless doll-like expression. Like the stuffed rabbit in her room with that toothy smile.
そういうお兄ちゃんこそちゃんと慕ってくれるさくやちゃんにきちんとしてあげられなかったじゃない。それはどうして？
Okay.
どうしてって。
お兄ちゃん、本当は女の人に興味がないんじゃないの？
Wow, Mutsuki is just like throwing stuff.
違う。僕は男だ。ただ昨夜の気持ちを受け入れる勇気も自信もなくて。父さんは仕事漬けだし、お前はいなくなるし、母さんは倒れちゃうし、うちは家族崩壊寸前で、だから僕は誰かを受け入れる覚悟がなかった。幸せにできると思えなかった。僕もまた新しい崩壊過程を作るんじゃないかっ
お兄ちゃん、ひどいこと言ってごめんなさい。
いや、いいんだ。ムツキは今まで僕のことを思って黙ってたんだろ。
Emoski wasn't entirely wrong either. Back then I was interested in no one but myself. In Greek mythology there was a handsome man named Narcissus. Speaking of Narcissus, the whole series Narcissus on the channel if you want to check. I'm crying a lot there. Who fell in love with his own reflection in a pond. When he touched that image, it would break, and thus he could never reach it. The self-love, huh? Yeah, the narcissism. Irritated, Narcissus' feelings for his own image grew stronger, and so he never left the side of the pond and ended up dying there. Are you saying that Hinata is seeing Muski as his reflection and he loves her and he wants to be with her? Are we going this road? Identical twin. How is being attracted by the same thing any different from Narcissus, who fell in love with himself? Also, isn't that like related maybe to the mirror choice that we had back in Road D, I believe? Like when he looked in the mirror and there was like a choice as I am here or something like that? Was that like eerily like foreshadowing that like Muski and Hinata are basically the same? Nanomachines that rearranged and repair genes. Just like Muski said, I don't think that's simple to do. I can understand her despair.
お兄ちゃんも気づいたのね。
まさか昨夜の力はそのナノマシン
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
DNA を修復するって、もしかしてそれで死んだウサギや枯れた草が
But that means like...
取り戻した。
So they are actually using Sakuya as an experiment, like they injected her with like nanomachines or something. And testing it. Okay. What are the risks of this?
お父さんと川原のおじさんは共同研究をしていた。もしそれが成功していて、さくやちゃんの体内に残っているのだとしたら、
くそ、なんてこった。
There's no way that Exarch could make those dreamlike nanomachines public. Is that why they confining Sakuya? But if that's the case, who implanted the nanomachines in Sakuya and when? That's a good point. Like I said, like maybe Sakuya being actually injured during the escape from Exarch, and maybe her father actually did. Maybe Aoi, Hinata father and Sakuya father actually worked together on these nanomachines. So Sakuya father had also access to them. So he saved Sakuya by using nanomachines. Something like that. Maybe. We don't know if she got like shot there or anything, but let's just assume that for now. I guess. Oh! Oh!
お兄ちゃん、どうしたの？また火が暴れだ。
だからない。そうかもしれないけど、今度のはなんだか勝手が。
Okay. What's happening?
そろそろお目覚めの時間。
Oh! Yes! Sure, why not? About time to awaken. We're back to Road A when he and Yumi showed up in Hinata dreams and said, "Awaken, Hinata." What? Is he not having nanomachines in him too? And he's just not aware of it? What's this voice I can hear that's been linked in my biocomputer? Also, wasn't he supposed to be in Enigma?
あなた、エレシキガル？エレシキガルなの？
Oh, and Mutsuki can actually talk here too. Okay. This person named Ereshkigal is talking into Mutsuki's mind at the same time. Okay, what the hell? And that's why... then why am I the only one having a headache?
ええ、お久しぶりね、シン。
目
Okay.
覚めってどういうことだ。僕はまだ悪い夢を見ている。
If this is a nightmare that explains everything, such as those unbearable unendurable so-called trusts. But it's nothing more than wishful thinking on my part.
いいえ、自分の力に覚醒なさいと言っているの。まあ、そういう意味では確かにあなたは今まで眠っていたようなものね。
Okay, so he must have nanomachines in him. That's why like his like mechanical hand can like actually checking like DNA and stuff by just like touching things, I think. Maybe it's just nanomachines just like taking info and because like how else like from living body he would like transfer data? Like come on. Okay, so Hinata dad actually injected him with nanomachines, it seems, or something. What is happening?
お兄ちゃん、大丈夫？
Does Motsuki know what she's talking about?
でも古代オリエントでは王者は獅子を飼ってその威厳を示したのよ。あなたにも
Kings would hunt lions.
だというわけ。
And you've been sleeping like a lion, okay?
僕は君のことを知らないけど、君は随分と僕のことをよく知って。
Well, she knows a lot about he. To be honest, I don't like it. But when I try to say that, the one makes an expression that looks as if her pride's been hurt. The instant I see that expression, extreme regret assaults me.
まあ、無理もないわね。私が知っているのはあなたというより
Yeah.
魂だから。
魂。そうか。ヒーだな。ヒーのことを言ってる。
Oh, hi. Great. The gang is here. Correct. I'm always with you. I'm part of you, and you're part of me.
よくわからない。けれど、わかったことはある。
Likewise, my dear friends. Well then, where do we begin?
総攻撃だ。
Okay. What?
君と僕と、それから僕たち仲間のすべての力を使って、エクサークを落とす。
Okay, we are going to actually wait. We're going for like one man war against Exarch now. Once again. Hinata, that was exactly what he was doing before. Oh brother, we've been together all this time, yet I never knew you were more radical than me.
だったらよく知っておいてくれ。僕は君で、君は俺らしいからな。
Wow. Right, you are.
もちろん、昨夜の居場所の特定を同時並行で行う。
I see. Should we investigate prior to the attack?
そんなことをして気づかれたら、彼らは昨夜をどこかに移送するかもしれないし、最悪の場合、殺すかもしれない。
I wouldn't put it past them. We're really going to just like go frontline attack on Exarch. As Hinata. What?
重要なことは、これが救出作戦だと思われない。
I didn't expect that.
ならないということ。
Okay.
おい小僧、
Nergo?
から連絡もらって調べてたんだが、えらいことが分かったぞ。
What are you doing here?
ネルガル、いきなりどうしたんです？
なんだか震えてない？
バカ野郎、こいつは武者震いってやつだ。
言い訳はいいから何があったか教えてよ。
こいつは敵。
ムツキ、今茶化すのはなしだ。
お兄ちゃん、
すべてはアヌの推測通りだった。エクサークは確かに綿密に計画を立て、最初からある目的のために強化学院を作った。
Yeah.
入学試験はダミー問題で、学園の採用基準は
Dummy questions, okay.
だったんだ。
That's why the school had such high ratio of the
あいつら
ICs.
は天才ハッカー、ディルムンたるアイゼア・ナージの事件で新世代に適用できるのは
Yeah, you can see this guy here already. They quickly saw from the incident with the Dealmon. Yeah. The only ones that can adapt to the next generation are the IC. Yeah, pretty much.
そこで IC のみを対象に自分たちの都合に合わせたエリート教育を施して
Okay.
次世代を思うがままに
They could manipulate the generation. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. I guess like if Exarch wants to be on top of the power, they need like... So they basically tried to create an army, so in a sense, or like at least like people that they could like manipulate easier. War domination from information manipulation side, yeah, pretty much. Roundabout, but a much more solid and reliable method on military force, yep. Our opponents are tougher and craftier than I
だ
thought.
としたらあの屋上のクローバーは
あれは一種の誘導剤の原料として使われていた。IC の発現率を高めるためのな。
Okay, I need to translate some of these words. Wait a second. So, what the inducer means and what incidence means? Translate. Let's see. Into this. So, I guess inducer is something like a drug. Inducer. Okay. Oh, wait. Inducer. What the fuck? I don't even know this word in my language. What the fuck? What is this? Oh, that's what it is. Oh. God damn it. Never mind, me dump. Incident. Wait. So incident. Oh, incidents is like how often they happens. Okay. Okay. So they were like creating ICs per se as well with these clovers, I think. That's true. Then does it mean that those clovers are also responsible for why so many students weren't feeling well?
サークが量子コンピューターの開発にどこよりも力を注いでいたのも、新世代の IC がフルに能力を発揮できる環境を整えるためだな。
If their plan had gone forward without anyone finding out, then the future would probably have been usurpated by Exarch in reality. If that's the case, then Izumo Tsukasa battle is... Huh? So, what you're saying is that our battle to crush Exarch and save Sakuya is also a fight to clear a path for humanity's future at the same time.
そうだね。
そんな誰にも知られずに進行していた陰謀なら何がエクサークの計画を頓挫させたんだろう。
They made miscalculation.
誤算？
量子コンピュータが自意識を持ってしまったことよ。
Yeah, we have Marduk and we have Ashur.
そう。これまでのノイマン型コンピュータは単純計算しかできなかった。しかし、量子ビットによる量子計算によって量子コンピュータは多世界解釈ができるようになったわ。それによって人間の脳の特徴である類推や類似の把握ができるようになり、結果的に創造的思考が可能になった。つまり人間の頭脳はもともと量子コンピューターなのよ。だからこそ私と司は人間とコンピューターの相互インターフェースである。
Mutual interface, yeah, okay, makes sense. In other words, the crafty schemers drowned in their own schemes.
エクサークの野望がそこまではっきりと分かってるならサイバーフォースに連絡したらいいんじゃないのかな。
考えると、これ以上は確かなものはないっていうぐらいの推測だが、全部状況証拠だ。
そうね。
Yeah.
第一、機械が意志を持ってますって話を納得させなきゃならないでしょ。
そんなおとぎ話みたいなこと言った。
Pretty much. Although he says that, I feel like Miyata-san would believe it.
でもそうだ。物的証拠なら弥生先生がクローバーの成分を調べているから、その結果が出さえすれば何かわかると思う。
True.
そうよ。きっとそうだわ。お父さんはあのクローバーに何かメッセージを託していたから。
Yeah, something in its DNA, maybe?
なんだって？
それは参ったわね。
Why?
どうして？
Why?
あのな、アヌも小僧もサイバーフォースとエクサークからずっとマークされてるんだ。
I backed up Anu and I backed up you. So, up until now, you've been safe from the disturbances on the net.
あの新種のクローバーは普通に接触しても仮に飲食しても特に何も問題は起こさない。
Okay.
木を隠すには森の中ということわざ通り、エクサークは何でもないように学園の屋上に置いてカムフラージしたわけだ。だが調査されるっていうのは彼らにとっちゃ不測の事態だ。
Oh, shit! Oh. Yeah, in trouble, it seems.
通り一遍の調査なら問題ないが、 ウイルスレベルがわかるナノ顕微鏡で操作されるとなりゃ話は別だろう。
That's... wow, what a trap, holy shit. Like, booby-trapped clovers, holy... what the hell? Because that might reveal that there's an artificial virus in the clover that mutates into nano assemblers depending on the circumstances. Is that it?
それでお父さんは私たちをこの空中庭園に連れてきたのね。
ああ、やっぱりそうだ。Xサークの連中実動部隊を雇ってやがる。ネットに左右されないリアルから。
Well, that's convenient.
なんだと?
All their eyes are focused on Anu/Yaoi Sensei. We can execute our plan.
アヌはどうす...
Wish her well, and Cyberforce will be with her. In actuality, this is one in a lifetime chance. Wow. Wow.
なんだって?
They just agreed.
待てよ、おい!
仕方ないわね。アヌを守りながらエクサークを攻撃だなんて無理だもの。あかりとエンリルに
Contact Akari and Enlil, okay. Yeah, Enlil is hiding somewhere, but seems like you have a way to contact her, okay. And Ishtar is, of course, somewhere in the net. I mean, okay, Ishtar is fused with Yumi, just like he with Hinata.
司に連絡が取れるの？だったら愛してる。ちゃんと生き延びてって伝えて。
ムツキ。
Yeah.
わかったわ。任せておいて。ありがとう。だったら私はマルドゥ。
Oh, you can actually contact Marduk. Okay, sure. We are really doing that. What is happening to Yaoi? Did she already analyze stuff, or is it like after? Anyway, I will leave this for the next episode. We're going to check Yaoi part later. Like, I hear like gunshots and stuff, so it's like she's attacked. I thought like they will just wait for her to analyze stuff, but maybe they are going to actually attack her. I really thought like they're just going to let her just analyze these things, so she get infected. Maybe. Anyway, that's it for this episode. I don't know what I will do in the beginning of this episode, if you hear my voiceover or if you have the original audio. I don't know yet. I will see like if I will be able to do something with this. But anyway, yeah. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Let me know in the comments what you think. And yeah, click the like button if you liked the episode. Subscribe for more, check my Discord, and become a member if you would like to support me and see episodes earlier. Thank you once again, and for Pocket Watch, as a out.